Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes, such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that may otherwise be infringing.
Betty, we are talking about Sebastian Rogers and the stuff that's going on in the case, because if you guys don't know, let me inform you, the parents right here have left. They left the area, they got in their camper, they loaded up, they took the car. We're hearing reports that the camper was never even searched. So I don't know what's going on. The Cajun Navy, I heard that Seth got injured a little bit yesterday. Seth is Sebastian's father right here. That's Seth Rogers. And I heard he got injured yesterday. He kind of handed the baton over to the Cajun Navy. It's a nonprofit organization that was built during like Katrina and stuff like that. But long story short, it seems like they're taking over. But what I don't like is that they're just been really disrespectful to social media. They've been, in my opinion, very disrespectful to the volunteers that have been out there. And that's just what I'm hearing. I'm going out there. I'm hoping to assist. I'm going to be doing my own searches away from the Cajun Navy. They seem to have a problem with people recording the search efforts out there, but yet when they were over at Riley Strain's case, they had News Nation in their boat with them and stuff like that. So I just think that they're being very unfair to social media and very unfair to the volunteers. And then they're like, oh, well, we want volunteers now. You know, after you were so disrespectful and told everybody basically to go home, now they want the volunteers. Now they want to work with social media. And I think it's because they're getting some major backlash in their behaviors, and quite frankly they should be, because I don't have pissing contests with people. That's just one thing I'm not going to do. You know, nobody tells me what to do. I follow the law. That's all that's required from me. I have protections of the Constitution. I'm media. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't ask permission. I'm not going to go and ask them permission to go search for a missing boy. I'm going to go and search for a missing boy. I'm perfectly capable. I've done hundreds of searches. I've been part of law enforcement searches many, many times. So it's not one of these things. I know not to touch evidence. You know what I'm saying? I have like literally carry plastic gloves in my, of all people that should, you know, that can be out there. I've got like latex gloves literally in my backpack. I don't touch anything. I've got flags in my backpack to mark any type of evidence so people don't, you know, walk on it, walk through it, trample through it. So it's not like, you know, some of these people may not be professionals and stuff like that, but we're looking for this boy. He's a big boy. He's 15 years old. He's 5'5", 120 pounds. And, you know, they're doing grid searches. They're looking for evidence. Okay, grid searches is not what you need to do when you're looking for a person. They seem like they're looking for evidence. I'm not out there looking for evidence. If that's what the kind of searches they want to do, by all means, go out there and look for evidence. I'm looking for a boy. I'm looking for a boy on the top of the ground, under the ground, or in the water. That's what I'm out there looking for. So I don't know what's going to be going on with this whole thing with the Cajun Navy, but you know, I like their organization. I'm not saying anything about that or anything. You know, I pray that they continue their efforts and stuff like that. All I'm really basically, I think what I'm basically saying is I hope they're a little kinder to social media and the volunteers out there, because, you know, a lot of us do this from a labor of love. You know, we're not being paid by a nonprofit organization. We're not getting compensated. And they're talking about clicks and views. Like, what? These people are out there. They bring their audience with them. Many of these people that are out there, their audience are the ones that paid to send them out there. So it's kind of hard for you to say it's all about a click and a view. No, it's not, because you wouldn't even have that body if it wasn't for that channel. So it's like, I don't understand why they're being so rude. I hope that changes, because I'm going to be going out there. I'm going out there to help. But I'm not going to ask permission, and I'm not going to have anybody tell me what I can and cannot do. If I'm following the law, that's all that's required of me. Anything out over and above that, if I make a mistake, I have to own that stuff, right? I mean, I've got to, if I do something wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that has to pay the consequences for it. So I follow. I'm not going to be ching ching. I'm not going to be coming on TikTok saying I need bail money. Okay, you guys don't have to worry about bailing Bullhorn Betty out of jail. I promise.